G'day everyone, this is another Footyology Match Dispatch. We're reporting on St Kilda's 26-point win over Richmond at Marvel Stadium. A fantastic win for the Saints. This is a side with some real promise, I think. And in contrast, some real concerns starting to open up for the Tigers now after their second defeat in a row following a fairly mediocre draw against Collingwood. Certainly some issues for Damien Hardwick to deal with. St Kilda's Day, though, in the annual Maddies match, a great charity event, this one, on the footy calendar. Let's have a quick look at the scores first, and great accuracy from the Saints there. You can't really fault that. 15-3, 93 to the Tigers, 10-7, 67. Richmond got on the board first in this game in about 15 seconds through Shane Edwards. But after that, St Kilda really took over the first quarter. They generated some great run through the midfield and off half-back. And they had 4-1 on the board within about 13 minutes of the start. Dan Butler, playing against his old team, really made a statement. He was very lively near goal. And Tim Membry, a dangerous forward target for the Saints. A bit of nip and tuck in the first half. Tom Lynch got the Tigers going with a couple of goals in that first term. Jack Riewoldt threaded a beauty from the boundary line, the tightest of angles early in the second quarter. But every time Richmond threatened, St Kilda came back and had great answers. Dusty Martin back into the Tiger lineup today. When he got the ball, as usual, he did plenty of damage with it, but St Kilda were really able to keep him in check. And the area the Saints were terrific today was their pressure around the contest. In fact, it seemed like a bit of a role reversal. I thought Richmond's trademark pressure was really off the pace today. And St Kilda, who last week got probably bullied into submission a bit by Collingwood, it was really them taking the game up to the Tigers by applying tremendous defensive pressure on the usually efficient Richmond ball carrying. St Kilda looked to be getting right away with it early in the third quarter. They kicked the first 3 goals of the third term to Jack Loney, Membry and John O'Marsh. Tigers hit back again, goal to Sydney Stack, goal to Jack Higgins. They also got what appeared to be a very important goal right on the 3-quarter time siren from Toby Nankervis. So 15 points of difference at the last change. Still thought Richmond probably a chance. But once again, St Kilda got the better start. Good snap from Dean Kent. Rowan Marshall took a mark. Nick Vlosten conceded a really costly 50-metre penalty, which was pretty symptomatic of Richmond today. Just some costly lapses in discipline and gave away some silly and costly free kicks. Shai Bolton, nice snap from him to keep Richmond just in the contest. But another really strong mark from Membry up forward. I thought he was a really dangerous target for St Kilda today. That made the margin the best part of 5 goals with under 5 minutes left, and that essentially was that. Let's have a look at the details again. And good first quarter. This 9 goals scored, 5-2 to the Saints, 4-1 to Richmond. But like I said, St Kilda are able to get an early break in every quarter. 4-3 in the third term, and then a couple of early goals in that final term to basically make the game safe. Thought Dan Butler, playing against his old team, was terrific today with 3 goals. Membry also 3 goals. 2 to Dean Kent, a very important snap from him in the final quarter. I thought Rowan Marshall, terrific in the ruck. Jack Steele, great possession winner, a lot of clearances, a lot of tackles. Dan Hannebery, very solid all day. And the St Kilda midfield really held sway over the Tigers. Prestia battled on for Richmond. Trent Cotchin battled on. Dusty really, a fairly quiet game from him all up. Hooley, okay off halfback. Lynch certainly had his moments up forward, kicking a little bit awry, and that was costly for him and for Richmond. The stats overall fairly even, but you mightn't have expected this, but St Kilda were just a lot more efficient and damaging with the ball in that front half of the ground. And this is a great win from them. Unlike last week when their skills really suffered under Collingwood's pressure, they applied the pressure today. They were able to get out in space and have a bit of freedom to use the ball, and they used it really well. Really potent up forward too. 93 points, given the sort of games we've seen this year. That's a pretty high score. Richmond, well, no doubt the reigning premier's struggling. I've got to be honest, I think it looks more like an attitudinal than a structural thing to me. They're just off the pace with that ferocious pressure we've come to know and expect for them. Not so much in the forward 50, but around the middle of the ground. I thought St Kilda got some very easy entries inside their forward 50. So, look, we're nearly a quarter of the way through the season, and the Tigers have just one win to their name and a draw, obviously, with Collingwood. Still time to turn things around. But Damien Hardwick has some real thinking to do, as do his coaching cohorts, as do his senior players, because the Tigers right at the moment are a shadow of what they have been for the last 3 years. Anyway, great win to the Saints. Let's see if that's important of things to come for them. That is another Footyology Match Dispatch. We'll see you later.